Moin moin, it's tier list time. Today I will make a tier list about Aogiri, only Aogiri, and only the meta. So, if you play only for fun and real-time arena and the competitive game modes even doesn't matter for you, play what you want. I will only speak a little bit about the meta. First of all, I will start with Noro. I will say definitely a must-have in the current meta. There are a few teams that can run without Noro, but it's really hard to build these, and you only can build the no-Noro teams if you can say that you go first turn, or you are an Giga Rail and can play whatever you want. So, the few teams that can work without Noro are not playable for the most people. Yes. Noro, I don't must talk about Noro. Everyone know how overpowered Noro is. He's straight up the unfairest and strongest character in the entire game, in the entire history of Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. Yes. Then we will come to the next character. I guess it's a little bit controversial. I have this character Triple S and I love to play this character, but he's straight up useless in the PvP meta. In some PvE content you can play him, but in all PvP game modes he's straight up useless, and the reason for it, he only buffs himself. Every character where I would say is playable in the meta buffs not only himself. Yes, and Yamuri will only buffs himself, so he don't support the whole team. In the current meta, it's so all working so great together that every single unit must buff the whole team. Even Centipede buffs the whole team with his defense decreasement, but Jason only buffs himself, and that's the reason I put it in useless, and I would say he's straight up so useless in the current meta that he will be never be in the Aogiri meta again, because he only buffs himself. You can play him on second team. On second Aogiri team, he performs very good. Or if you are in a pinnacle game mode, who your only goal is to snipe one unit and goes out, you can use him for these two. But when we talk about game modes, you only need one Aogiri team, and it's PvP. He's straight up useless in the current PvP meta. Easter Ayato, I tested a lot. I tested a lot of different teams, and Ayato will stay in the current meta, and he will absolutely nearly must have in the current meta. I will put him on must have, because when you don't play Noro, the Easter Ayato will be more must have than Noro, because Easter Ayato standalone can even one-shot teams. So yeah, I will say Easter Ayato is even more important than Neuro, but you can also build Neuro teams that can work in the meta, but are not meta. Yes, but I guess everyone will agree with that these two units are in the current PvP meta. Naki. Naki goes instantly in the absolutely meta because he makes the team so much tanky. His utility is great too when somebody died. The whole team got buffs. The thing that he perhaps the skill increasement of the enemy and increase your skill in the third round is so fucking OP. It will be nearly into must have. But there are Tokyo Ghoul Awakening, and I guess Tokyo Ghoul Awakening don't have Naki right now. And if you build two Aogiri setups, your team can work with one backup unit, but then it's not meta anymore. So, yeah. And I said already, two backup unit, you will absolutely got into the meta too. The absolutely meta is like double backup. You must build double backup to have an absolutely broken team. If you want to play in the meta, you must play double backup. That's must have. We all know Masked Ken. He's on the front line, a monster as third card when the enemy is damaged. He has the greatest utility and the overpowered LSL in the entire game. And his signs he will release for nearly a year still be in the Aogiri meta. There was no time since Masked Ken was released he was not in the Aogiri meta, because his utility is straight up made from God. I know it's a Aogiri thing, tier list, but there are also one character that is, or two characters, I would say three character, but I missed the third character to put into here. He is straight up in the last slot of absolutely meta, because I will say this 5 units together will be made the current best team. He make the whole team debuff and stun immunity immune. When he comes out, he makes a wham and the whole shield and a third of the HP of the enemy is down. Or he gives the team so much basic stat. That's really impressive, and the combination of 3 backup units are so fucking overpowered. Red Tatara. He came out in the anniversary prologue, and I will say Red Tatara is a lot of fun character. He makes a lot of fun to play, and he's playable in the current meta, but he's not in the best team because you must have a lot of build arounds for him. If well builded like with star up cells or revive cells, he can be an absolutely monster. But you need 2 backups, you need Noah, you need the Easter Ayator. There is only the 5th place for him. And I would say there are a lot of characters that are better than Red Tatara, but if you want to confuse the enemy and yes, don't have some other characters, if you don't have the blue armor, you can still play Red Tatara in the current meta. And he's well built. He's an absolutely AI versus a monster because he makes some character unkillable, and it's like really OP. Then my overall favorite char, Centipede. You can play it in the meta better than Yamori because you can definitely snipe one character of the enemy team when full damage build with some attack tactics, and he has the guaranteed crit. It's also so fucking crazy. Yeah, but also he buffs the whole team with the defense decreasement. So yeah, he will be not be in the meta, but he will be playable in the meta. Especially if you fight against tanky CCG, he will be perform very great because he makes possible to pick out the red Juzo. Oh, I have him 2 times in the list. Oh, then he will be 2 times in the useless tab. He will be it's also possible for him to snipe the Juicer out, but it's a little bit harder than with Centipede because his element disadvantage. He screened the Juicer's red, so he will make less damage. I will say he's straight up better than Red Tatara. Straight up. He buffs the team of the whole. He buffs the damage of the whole team. He buffs the pen rate of the whole team. He makes a bonus attack. He make it possible to snipe one unit out of the enemy team. And yes, he's a great char, and I really love to play him. I know I don't play him for a long time, but yes, now I will play him again. Then, one of the only characters of Aogiri I don't have Triple S, Light Ayato. He's an absolutely monster, and he's definitely playable in the meta. But he's not that OP that I will say he's better than Green Yamori. Because you don't need the CP advantage to win. Yes, you don't need the CP advantage to win. He makes bonus attacks with the LR cell. You can better cherry pick specific characters you want to cherry pick. You can better kill the cherry picked character. Yes. Eto will be also in. You can play it. I would say you need her a build like a monster. You only can build her if you play if you have built her perfect. But I will say she's not that good in real-time fights, only in AI versus AI. She is an absolutely AI versus AI monster. She heals the whole team. She gives a damage and basic stats boost to the whole team. And when she will the last character standing, she can be a lot of damage. I even run with only Ether because the enemy don't kill her. And especially in AI versus AI and pinnacle situations, she's a very strong character, but she's not in the meta, but you can play her in the meta. Yes, Blue Tatara will be directly in the front of playable in the meta, or slightly behind the green Jason, because if you don't have green Arima, I will say this one of the strongest Aogiri if you can guarantee that you can go first turn, you will play green Yamori. If you go second turn, you will play blue Tatara. But his survivability buffs are really good. And I guess, I don't know right now when the LR cell of Blue Tatara comes out, but he will get an LR cell soon, and that will make him even better than now. And I would say hot take, but I guess he's same scale or a little bit better. It really depends. Sorry for my bad English. It really depends on situation and enemy if the light Ayato is better or the blue Tatara is better. Because the blue Tatara can also make a lot of damage, can make a bonus attack that can also make a lot of damage, and I will to not trigger the whole whales, I will put him behind of the light Ayato, but above red Tatara. Yes, the good old red Ayato. I don't tested him in the current meta, but he also buffs only himself. I know he made some anti-heal, so some lethal to the enemy, but all meta teams of all faction doesn't even matter if anti-healed or not, because they all have anti-debuff. Yes. So he's not playable in the current meta. If you're a new player, then yes, but if you have all character above, all character is better than he. He is a special case. I don't know why I put him here. He can work pretty good for second Aogiris. For second Aogiris, you can play him pretty good. But the Natsutoka is way better than the green, the blue Yomo. And in RTA, he's straight up useless. I will put him on the top of useless. but you can play him if you don't have a choice. And I mean only, I really only mean for second team or you are a new player. I only have an 1-star. I never played him, but I will make him at the end of you can play him. He's way better than Red Ayato in the current meta. He's way better than Red Yamui in the current meta. He buffs the whole team with more basic stats and he's a AoE. I never seen a meta team with him. I guess as assist he can work pretty good. And if you have him triple S, you can try to mate him, but only if you don't have 3 backup units. Because his damage is not that good that he can be a damage dealer. He is straight up only an assist character, but in few situations I have heard that he can make the whole team a lot of more tanky. I guess I will say he's on the same level as Senti, what means you can play it. But I don't tested him. So I forgot 2 characters, and that's Aura and the Natsutoka. Oh, I must make a new template because I can't add something. I must edit the names again. So the naming is right. So I will also say Red Ayacho is working pretty good in second team, but not in the main team. Yes. The Aura. Aura is really solid as assist unit or in Stronghold. In Stronghold, she's really a monster. For every team, so I put her in the last thing of you can play it, but only in Stronghold. The Natsutoka. I made a video about it. You can play Natsutoka and Aogiri setup without a big problem. But you need to have star cells on her. So you want to bait the enemy to kill the Natsutoka with AoEs, so she will die definitely. Or make a lot of damage, so you can build her fully damaged and fully damaged tactics or buff tactics or whatever you have. And you can make that your whole team is star upped because the Natsutoka is died, and when you don't go first turn, when you don't go second turn, she can even make a little bit of extra damage with her bonus attack. And she's, if you don't have the red one and you want to play Trill Black up, he's way better than Yomo. And I will put her onto the top of you can play it, because it's also pretty fun, because he is not like really useless and you only want to make a star up. She makes the whole team a bit more tanky because she buffs the basic stats. She makes a bonus attack that can hit up to 1 million damage, because the Arima, if you play quad backup, also buffs her, and so she's not a glass cannon. This will be definitely my tier list for Aogiri. I will say again, I guess I said it wrong. Must have is not that you must have both characters on one team, but you must have Easter Ayato or Noro if you want to win. There's no team that had any chance in the current meta that where both Aogiri characters are missing. So, if you guys have any questions, you guys can join my Discord, ask questions and some stuff, and then I will. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.